Well, now let's take a look at WION's monthly global economic health check. First, let's look at how global markets performed in October. Broadly, commodities, digital assets and the dollar rose, driven by differing bets. Bitcoin surged over 10% on the so-called Trump trade, with the top token now on the verge of breaching its previous record high set in March. Gold was the other big beneficiary in October. The yellow metal shined to repeated new record highs through the month, driven by safe haven bids from rising tensions in West Asia. Crude oil was not far behind as well, surging 2% as the market's attention turned back to potential flare-up of West Asia tensions. The dollar kept humming along on safe haven bets as the US election race heated up. Well, moving on to Asia-Pacific stock markets, the sudden shift away from risk assets hit Asian markets. Barring Japanese stocks, regional benchmarks turned red in October. India's Sensex saw the biggest fall in the region, dropping nearly 6% in October. Chinese and Aussie benchmarks fell over 1%. Japanese stocks rose over 3% as the yen weakened, strengthening the outlook for export-oriented companies. Well, the story in American stocks was no different, with S&P 500 and Nasdaq reversing from record highs to close out the month in the red. Canada's stock index was the only exception, rising 0.7%. The Brazilian stock index closed out October in the red with losses of over 1.5%. Stocks across Europe and Africa fell as West Asia tensions trade flared up, with China weighed on stocks in the region. The French CAC saw the biggest losses in Europe with a drop of 3.7%. The rest declined over 1%.